Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this week's I Am the SLIAC. We are talking with Lamiya Terrell from the Principia College women's basketball team. Big win for you and the Panthers last night over Westminster College. The game itself was close at half. Again, what continues to be a theme for your team, that defense. That third quarter, you held them to just 2 of 12 shooting, just 8 points. They kind of pushed you away, gave you that edge in the game. Just talk about last night's game. It's now a 5 game winning streak for y'all. So just talk about last night's performance and that focus on defense, team defense.
I think we just have a lot of trust in each other. We try to step in where we feel like where someone is lacking, and we have a pretty good strong team. So really, we just believe in each other and try to execute when the game's on the line. Really.
Yeah, you mentioned that strong team. You guys now, as just mentioned, 5 game winning streak. You're now 10-8 overall, 7-2 in conference play. Just talk about your team, your team's performance so far in this 25-26 season, as a whole.
Um, well, we started off. We had a strong season coming in. We played some ranked teams that were fundamentally sound, so we got a good experience with that. And we just knew we had some things to work on before we got into conference play. So once we got into conference, we just tried to execute those things, and we had some huge accomplishments from the team, but not also the team for a few players. So just tilt my hat to those players. And like I said, we have a strong team. I mean, everyone on the team is putting in and day out for one another, and that's just what we trust in.
You mentioned there, I know you're being humble, some awards for some players. I know you're the SLIAC Player of the Week, the reigning SLIAC Player of the Week, so congratulations on that. One of
Thank you.
the reasons for that award that was voted on is because your performance against Eureka when you recorded a triple-double with 21 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds, and not to be outdone, 6 steals in that game as well. Just talk about that honor for you, what it means being named Player of the Week as elected by the league SIDs. What does that mean for you? And then for elevating the program as a whole, seeing those honors come to players on that team.
Mhm. Well, like you said, that's a big honor. We have a really good conference. Again, I wasn't going into the game expecting a triple double. Some previous games, I feel like I could have filled my role in a little bit more, but my teammates are always encouraging me. So I just in that game in particular, I just put some trust into my teammates. And what I didn't know is that they had as much trust in me, if not more. So that always makes a player and coaches feel good. So I guess it goes as said, like you feel good, you play good. So I think we're just trying to be on that road, not individually, but just as a team. Um, we just really like to play really good team ball and stay connected with one another.
You've long been known since you joined the conference as a defensive player, named to the all defensive team last year, again, among the league leaders in steals this year. Is that something you've always focused on in your game, growing up playing? Is that something you've always kind of paid attention to developing your defensive skills?
Yes, I always been a competitor on defense. I feel like that's the most grittiest thing you can do. I know sometimes most players they want to be like the top scorer and get those accolades, but really I just pride myself in defense. But also, funny story, my coaches and some of my teammates, they were making fun of me for fouling out in a few games. So they were like, "We know you can stand in front of your person. You just like to reach every now and then." So they limited me to two or three, fouls a game. So there was a game where I got zero fouls, and they made a big deal out of it. So I was just feeding off of that energy, trying to stay true to that. But also in this conference, we have some really good guards. So while my while many people are tilting their hat to me about my defensive effort, I took my hat to those players that challenged me day in and day out in those games.
Well, we'll have to keep track of that, make sure you always get more steals than fouls. That's an interesting challenge there for you. See if you can live up to that.
Yeah.
Let's go back to last year a little bit. That run that the team made. What a run. The upsets during the tournament, the run to the first, program title. Just talk about that moment from when you guys knew you're going to make the postseason and then going in and performing like you did in those 3 games to win the tournament championship. What did that mean for you in the program?
It meant a lot for the program, not just for basketball, but for the school. We got big acknowledgement from the school. Just walking around campus, we definitely felt that hype. But I think it was more so just being ranked at fourth. Like we knew who we were. We know we could do. So we made this list going into those like final season, postseason games, and we're like, we just have to execute those things. And I think at some point we reached the flow state with those, and all it took for us was to believe in each other, and we knew that we had that and one another's back. So we just try to stay true to that and keep that on the road. And I think that's ultimately what led to the championship run.
It was quite a run, quite a run. Um, very, very enjoyable to watch you all make that run. So, congratulations again on that run. Just a few
Thank
more
you.
weeks left in the regular season this week, so we'll see what the Panthers have up their sleeve this year. So,
Yeah.
speaking of Principia, why did you choose to go to Principia? I know you're a local student athlete, but why did you choose Principia?
Well, as you may know, I'm a JUCO athlete. I went to SWIC, good JUCO. I just wanted to find a place where I could have a fresh start. New environment, somewhere to begin again. And Coach Rowe gave me that opportunity, and I think just from then on, I was trying to make his make him confident in his decisions. So that's just where I've been. I feel like on the road with trying to keep that, and not just on the court, but off the court. Principia is um, a very rigor has a very rigorous education. So I've been trying to challenge myself, to think creatively and critically, but also they challenge you to make the best solutions for yourself, not just on campus, but also in life. And I think that's a good thing to have for a college, and just hope to keep going forward and moving forward with that and the opportunities that may come towards me.
For sure, yeah, definitely. Seems like a good fit for you also. What are your plans? What is your major? What's your plans post graduation?
So I'm a studio arts major. We have an amazing art program. As far as after graduation, post graduation, I'm trying to keep my options open. I do hope to continue a basketball career after graduation, but other than that, I'm really just trying to focus in on finishing off the school year strong, staying on the honor roll, and putting myself in a position to making the dean's list by graduation. So we're just trying to dial down on those opportunities, and creating some for myself as well, being confident in myself a little bit more, and just staying true to myself.
Sounds good, Lamaya. Well, we got 2 goals for you now. Make
Mhm.
that dean's list, and remember, more steals than fouls, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, best of luck the rest of the season. As we said, just a couple more weeks left here in the regular season. Then postseason play begins, and that's what everybody's ready for. So
Mhm.
we look forward to seeing what the Panthers can do in 2026.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.